Good morning, students. Welcome to the chemistry class. Today we will discuss the last part of your air and atmospheric pollution. There is ozone layer formation and depletion. Okay, all of you know ozone formula is O3. Okay, so it is an allotrope of oxygen, and ozone is a light blue colored gas. It is generally found in the upper atmosphere. In the stratosphere, okay, at a height of 16 kilometer from the Earth's surface, and it is also called ozonosphere. Okay, O3 gas, that means ozone gas, is formed by the action of ultraviolet light of sun and oxygen. Okay, that means when oxygen absorbs that ultraviolet ray, okay, then it can produce ozone. Ozone layer absorbs ultraviolet radiation from the sun. Ozone layer acts as a shield to protect the living organism on the earth, and it affects or it saves the harmful effect of UV radiations. Okay, UV radiation can cause different diseases like skin cancer, eye problem, and it also destroys many organisms necessary for life in general. High energy ultraviolet radiation, that is called far UV. Okay, it will break the oxygen molecule. Okay, suppose I am showing that this is oxygen molecule O2. When you are applying far UV, far ultraviolet light, okay, that will produce free radicals. Okay, that means oxygen atom will be formed. Okay, now this oxygen atom will react with oxygen molecule and will form ozone. So this oxygen is reacting with oxygen atom is reacting with oxygen molecule, forming ozone molecule. Okay, all gases, gaseous state. Okay, this is also gas. All are gas. So net reaction we can write that size O2 gas, when there is far ultraviolet light radiation, that will produce twice O3 gas. Okay, so in this way we can show the formation of ozone gas from the oxygen gas. Okay, if you draw the structure of ozone, it will be V-shaped like structure. Here will be delta plus, delta negative. So here you see that two oxygen are attached by double bond. Okay, and these oxygen having two lone pair of electrons, and this oxygen has only one lone pair of electron, and there is one coordinate bond. Okay, with another oxygen, and this oxygen is delta positive formal charge, and here it is delta negative, this one formal charge. Okay, and here one coordinate bond is there, okay, between these two oxygen, and there also some resonance is happening because double bond and this lone pair of electron is there. So this is the structure of ozone. Okay, now when ozone layer absorbs UV light, if ozone layers absorbs UV light definitely of longer wavelength, then again this ozone will deplete to form oxygen and oxygen molecule and oxygen atom. Next we will discuss the functions of ozone layer. Okay, if ozone gas present in the layer, lower atmosphere, so in this atmosphere, okay, where we are living, okay, if ozone layer comes, that will cause global warming because it can trap the heat coming from the sun, and when it is in the atmosphere, that means in the ozonosphere, then it saves us from the UV radiation, harmful UV radiation coming from the sun. Okay, because these UV rays are very much harmful to us. It causes skin cancer. These ultraviolet radiations break down the skin defense. Okay, different types of bacteria, fungus, many things are there that can affect our skin. But if there is ultraviolet ray, okay, when it will fall on our skin, so the immunity of skin decreases. Okay. Next, we can tell that ultraviolet radiations causes leukemia. It may be breast cancer also. Next, ultraviolet ray radiation can damage our eyes. Okay, especially the cornea of our eyes, and definitely there will be the what we can tell that the very less sight, okay, of your eye. That means it is not visible properly. That means cataract may be formed, and there may be also permanent blindness because of this ultraviolet radiation. Okay, and these ultraviolet radiation also affect the cyanobacteria. It also affect the life of microorganism. Okay, and people faces sunburn because of this ultraviolet radiation. So these are the harmful effects, okay, of this ultraviolet rays. That is the and ozone layer is protecting from this thing, okay, and saving us, okay, from this bad ultraviolet radiation. Understand? Next, we will discuss the depletion of ozone layer. Ozone layer day by day decreases because of human activity. Okay, there may be hole, there may be thin layer, okay, around the earth, okay, and also there is formation of holes also, okay, in the ozone layer. If you think about that, the space Antarctica, okay, in the 1980s, scientists reported that a ozone hole is detected, okay, near the sky of Antarctica, and ozone layer is destroyed, okay, because of the large use of the refrigerators. In refrigerator there is CFCs, that means freons, chlorofluorocarbons, okay, and different types of halogenated compound, okay, volatile halogenated compound also may react with this ozone layer, and there may be depletion of ozone layer, and there is different types of oxides of nitrogen, like we can tell that nitric oxide, nitrogen dioxide, okay, they are also reacting with the ozone layer. Next we will discuss the chemical responsibility, okay, or chemical responsible, okay, for the hole or depletion of the ozone layer. Okay, first we will discuss about the freons. Already I have discussed that chlorofluorocarbons enter into the atmosphere, and because of their existence or excessive use, okay, CFC gas we are using as a solvent, okay, so it is creating problems, okay, and in aerosol sprays, in propellants, refrigerators, in different types of blowing agent of plastic foams, okay, we are using these CFCs. Now we will show the mechanism. When CFC absorbs UV light, it will split, okay, into free radical. So we can think about one CFC, that CF2Cl2. If there is UV radiation, definitely carbon chlorine bond length will be longer, okay, and it is weak compared to the carbon fluorine, okay. So definitely the CCl bond will break, and there will be formation of free radical like CF2Cl plus Cl naught. Okay, these are the free radicals. Here also you can give dot, okay, as it is forming free radical, that also you can use, okay. And this Cl dot, that means chlorine free radical, okay, that will react with the ozone layer, and there will be formation of ClO plus O2, okay. So in this way there will be depletion of the ozone layer, and this ClO again react with oxygen, okay, and this ClO when reacting with the oxygen, but here you have to write oxygen free radical it is reacting, okay. If it is reacting with oxygen free radical or in the gaseous state, okay, that will form Cl dot plus O2. Okay. Now, definitely this Cl dot, that means free radical, again will react with this ozone. Okay, in this way, by repeated reaction, a huge amount of ozone layer, okay, will be destroyed, and in this way the process will continue, and definitely there may be some thin layer of ozone, okay, in the stratosphere, or there may be ozone hole. Okay, next we will discuss the planes, whatever fuel you are using, okay, the propellant. So in planes, okay, we are using fuel, and that can produce nitric oxide and nitrogen dioxide. So all of you know that nitric oxide is a gas. So if there is ozone, it will produce nitrogen dioxide gas plus oxygen gas. So in this way, ozone layer will be depleted. If there is nitrogen dioxide gas, that will also react with ozone, forming nitrogen dioxide gas, okay, plus there will be activity radical, okay, and plus there will be formation of oxygen gas. So in this way, by the oxides of nitrogen, ozone layer may deplete. Next, chemicals we are using in industry, like chloroform, methyl chloride, carbon tetrachloride, methyl bromide. Okay, generally we are using for preparing different types of chemical, as well as it is used as solvent. So these compounds are volatile. Okay, that means it will easily go to the atmosphere, and it can react with the ozone layer, okay, present in the stratosphere. In this way, there will be depletion of ozone layer. Now we are using hydrofluorocarbons, okay, instead of chlorofluorocarbons as refrigerator. In many countries, okay, they are using this thing. Actually, there was one what we can tell act, okay, that is Montreal Protocol. Okay, that time they decided not to use the CFCs as it is hampering the environment or depleting the ozone layer. So better alternative refrigerant we have to use, like ICSE. Okay, so many countries signed that protocol. Okay, they are not using these chlorofluorocarbons. Okay, and finally we discuss that another point we can tell that for defense, in defense, okay, that they are sending different types of spaceship, as well as they are maybe sending missiles. So they are experimenting the missiles, new missiles, and they are maybe scientists are doing the test of nuclear weapons. Okay, and these are also hampering the ozone layer. Okay, when you are sending some space ship, okay, through this ozone layer, okay, then definitely there may be some holes. Okay, so we have to protect this thing. We can use some scavenger, okay, for trapping the free radical. Actually, the free radical, whatever is forming, that is reacting with ozone. Sometimes oxides of nitrogen also reacting with ozone and depletion of ozone, and there are some free radical, okay, trapping compounds are there. Okay, like we can think about the reaction. All of you know that methane can react with the what we can say chlorine gas. Okay, suppose chlorine a radical is there, so that chlorine radical methane gas, if it is reacting with the chlorine free radical, okay, then it will form one hydrogen will be replaced. Okay, suppose here we are telling that there are two chlorine we are using. Okay, then one hydrogen will be replaced. Okay, So there will be formation of CH3 dot plus HCl. So this radical is not destroying the ozone layer. It will not react with the ozone gas. Okay, but Cl dot is reacting with methane. Okay, that is the tapping. Methane is tapping that Cl dot radical and converting it into HCl. So in this way, methane gas can be acts as scavenger. And another is there that we are using, that CLO radical, CLO gas. It will react with the NO2 gas, okay, because NO2 gas is reacting with the ozone layer and forming that CLO NO2 gas. So in this way, they are acting as a scavenger, okay. So in this way, we can protect the ozone layer, we can trap the radicals, okay. So this is all about the ozone layer formation and ozone layer depletion. Hope you can understand. Okay, in this way we have also completed your whole syllabus of the annual exam. Okay, if you have any type of questions, okay, you can ask me in the live classes. So today up to this, thank you.